Monique, why is she canceled? And then I knew Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her. When I talked to him, he was like, no, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that. Because I said, you just got to consider how, like...
The entertainment world is buzzing after 50 Cent dropped shocking claims that have fans questioning everything behind the scenes. According to 50, Oprah Winfrey may have used Steve Harvey to quietly influence and silence Taraji P. Henson, and the story is more explosive than anyone expected. For years, Taraji has been outspoken in Hollywood, sharing her truths about the industry, social issues, and her personal experiences. But when powerful figures like Oprah get involved, the rules change. 50 Cent claims that Steve Harvey acted as a mediator or messenger in a way that manipulated the situation behind the scenes, keeping Taraji in check while controlling the narrative in public. Fans are divided. Some feel that Taraji was unfairly pressured, while others argue that it's all part of Hollywood politics, a high-stakes game where influence, connections, and power often decide who gets to speak. In today's video, we'll break down every piece of this shocking revelation, what 50 Cent revealed about Oprah's plan, how Steve Harvey allegedly played a role Taraji's possible reaction and implications for her career, what this means for Hollywood's behind-the-scenes power dynamics, and why this story is blowing up across social media. This is more than celebrity gossip. It's an insight into the secret power moves that happen in Hollywood, and how even the most influential stars can be affected. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear could completely change how you see the inner workings of fame, influence, and control in the entertainment industry. Hollywood has always been a world of glitz, glamour, and behind-the-scenes power plays that few outsiders ever get to see. Recently, 50 Cent dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment community. He claims that Oprah Winfrey may have used Steve Harvey to influence and silence Taraji P. Henson. This revelation is not just celebrity gossip. It's a peek behind the curtain at the high-stakes power dynamics in Hollywood. For decades, Oprah Winfrey has been one of the most powerful figures in media, shaping opinions, careers, and public narratives. Her influence extends far beyond television and philanthropy. She has connections that reach into every corner of the entertainment industry. Taraji P. Henson, on the other hand, has earned a reputation as one of Hollywood's most outspoken stars. Known for speaking her mind on social issues, racial equity, and industry injustices, Taraji has never been afraid to challenge the system. According to 50 Cent, at some point, Oprah allegedly felt that Taraji's outspoken nature could cause tension or disrupt certain narratives in Hollywood. Instead of addressing the matter publicly, it is claimed that she enlisted Steve Harvey, a longtime friend and confidant, to act as an intermediary. Harvey's role, according to the allegations, was to deliver subtle warnings, advice, or even pressure to ensure that Taraji remained in check without the situation being exposed publicly. Fans were quick to respond to this revelation. Some expressed outrage, saying that Taraji should never have been pressured, especially by figures of such influence. Others argued that this is typical of Hollywood politics, where even the brightest stars must navigate a complex web of power, influence, and strategic communication. Social media immediately exploded, with hashtags trending, heated debates unfolding, and speculation about what exactly was said or done behind closed doors. Industry insiders noted that these claims, if true, reflect a long-standing pattern in Hollywood. Those with power often try to manage or control narratives, especially when outspoken voices threaten to disrupt the status quo. Taraji, being a vocal advocate for justice and representation, may have unintentionally crossed paths with a system that prefers compliance over confrontation. Cent's revelation adds another layer of complexity because he is not just any observer. Known for speaking his mind without holding back, his commentary carries weight in both the music and entertainment industries. When he steps in to reveal these secrets, fans and insiders alike take notice, and the discussion inevitably reaches a broader audience. For Taraji, the implications are significant. If these claims are accurate, it demonstrates that even top-tier stars must contend with subtle forms of pressure from highly influential figures. It also raises questions about autonomy, creative freedom, and the behind-the-scenes negotiations that often remain hidden from the public eye. Throughout this controversy, Steve Harvey's alleged role is a central point of discussion. While he has been a beloved figure in television and comedy, acting as a mediator or messenger in a situation like this could have far-reaching implications for his reputation. Fans are debating whether he was simply helping maintain harmony or if he was actively complicit in silencing a powerful voice. The dynamics between Oprah, Steve Harvey, and Taraji illustrate the delicate balance of influence in Hollywood. While Oprah's reach and guidance have helped countless careers, the allegations suggest that influence can sometimes come with pressure and subtle control. Taraji's experience, as described by 50 Cent, is a reminder of the invisible systems at play, where decisions made behind closed doors can significantly affect a star's public image and personal freedom. As the story continues to unfold, questions remain. How did Taraji react privately to these alleged interventions? Did she comply, push back, or seek support from her peers? How do other Hollywood legends view this situation? And are they silently observing or actively participating in the behind-the-scenes dynamics? Fans are eager for answers, and speculation continues to rise with every comment, clip, or statement that emerges. We will dive deeper into Taraji's possible responses, examine Steve Harvey's role in more detail, and explore the public fallout from 50 Cent's revelations. The situation is far from over, and the layers of intrigue, influence, and strategy in Hollywood promise to keep fans engaged for weeks to come. The revelations by 50 Cent about Oprah allegedly using Steve Harvey to silence Taraji P. Henson have sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the public alike. Fans, insiders, and industry observers have been dissecting every detail, trying to understand what really happened behind the closed doors of one of entertainment's most powerful circles. Taraji P. Henson, known for her outspoken nature, is not the type to remain silent when she feels wronged. According to sources close to her, she was initially taken aback by the alleged intervention. While public statements from Taraji have been measured, insiders claim that privately she expressed frustration at being maneuvered without her knowledge. This scenario highlights a tension between maintaining professional relationships and asserting personal autonomy, something many Hollywood stars face daily. Steve Harvey's alleged role adds a complex layer. Known for his charisma, humor, and long-standing connections in the entertainment world, he is often seen as a mediator in tricky situations. According to 50 Cent's revelations, Harvey may have acted as the messenger between Oprah and Taraji, delivering subtle advice, warnings, or influence intended to shape Taraji's public statements and actions. Whether Harvey did this willingly, under instruction, or simply as a neutral advisor is still debated, but the impact is undeniable. The public response was immediate and intense. Social media exploded with reactions from fans, commentators, and even fellow celebrities. Many expressed outrage, defending Taraji's right to speak freely without interference. Others speculated about the power dynamics at play, arguing that such behind-the-scenes maneuvers are a long-standing part of Hollywood culture. Hashtags related to the story began trending on Twitter, while fan pages and discussion forums lit up with heated debates, theories, and calls for transparency. Industry insiders noted that these revelations could affect relationships, collaborations, and negotiations across Hollywood. For example, agents and managers might now reconsider how they advise clients when navigating interactions with highly influential figures. Producers and directors may also think twice about how star behavior, statements, or advocacy could influence their projects, given the delicate balance of power in the industry. Taraji's supporters have emphasized her courage and independence, highlighting how she has consistently used her platform to address systemic issues, advocate for equality, and empower other artists. Many argue that attempts to silence her, if true, demonstrate the challenges faced by outspoken women of color in entertainment, who must navigate not only creative pressures, but also political maneuvering behind the scenes. Steve Harvey, on the other hand, has received mixed reactions. Some defend him as a loyal friend and seasoned mediator, while others criticize him for allegedly participating in a tactic that could be seen as controlling or manipulative. Whether intentional or not, his involvement, real or perceived, the combination of these factors has led to a highly charged environment where every statement, gesture, and interview is analyzed for hidden meaning. For Taraji, the stakes are high. Her public image, credibility, and influence are on the line, while her private feelings about the situation may be equally complicated. At the same time, the attention on Steve Harvey and Oprah demonstrates that even the most influential figures in Hollywood are subject to scrutiny when their actions intersect with public perception and celebrity agency. The public fallout has also sparked broader discussions about power, influence, and control in Hollywood. Conversations about mentorship versus manipulation, influence versus coercion, and advocacy versus silencing have gained momentum. Fans are increasingly aware that behind every public persona lies a network of negotiations, influence, and sometimes conflict that rarely reaches headlines. As the story continues to unfold, multiple scenarios are being discussed by insiders. Will Taraji confront Oprah or Steve Harvey publicly? Will she leverage her platform to address the alleged interference? Or will the story remain a subtle power play behind the scenes, only visible to those closest to the situation? These questions have fueled speculation across media outlets and fan communities alike. Moreover, 50 Cent's revelation itself is a game changer. By exposing the alleged dynamics, he has shifted public attention and forced the narrative into the open. Fans now have a clearer lens through which to view the interactions between Hollywood power players, while industry insiders are reevaluating their own strategies and alliances. This story, as revealed by 50 Cent, is no longer just about celebrity gossip. It's a lesson in influence, negotiation, and the complexities of fame. We'll dive even deeper into the potential long-term implications for Taraji. Steve Harvey and Oprah explore the reactions of other Hollywood figures and analyze how this revelation could reshape the entertainment landscape in the coming months. The story is far from over, and the stakes continue to rise as fans, insiders, and celebrities await the next move. As the revelations from 50 Cent continue to make waves, the Hollywood landscape is shifting in ways that few could have predicted. The alleged involvement of Oprah Winfrey and Steve Harvey in influencing or silencing Taraji P. Henson has sparked intense conversation across fan communities, social media, and industry insiders. Part 3 explores the long-term implications for everyone involved and how the story could reshape power dynamics in entertainment. First, let's focus on Taraji. Known for her fearless approach to speaking her mind, she now faces a critical juncture in her career. The alleged interference, as revealed by 50 Cent, highlights the pressure that even top-tier actors face from influential figures in the industry. If these claims are true, Taraji's response could set a precedent for how other outspoken celebrities handle behind-the-scenes manipulation. Will she publicly confront the issue, leverage it to amplify her platform, or take a more measured, strategic approach? Each choice carries risks and rewards, and fans are eagerly watching to see how she navigates this high-stakes situation. Steve Harvey's reputation is also at stake. While he is widely respected as a seasoned entertainer and mentor, the allegations place him in a delicate position. Supporters argue that he was simply providing guidance or acting as a messenger, maintaining professionalism and discretion. Critics, however, question whether he participated in a system of control that undermined Taraji's voice. The fallout from this controversy could influence his public image and future collaborations, depending on how the narrative continues to evolve. Oprah, as the most powerful figure allegedly involved, is not immune to scrutiny. While her career is built on mentorship, influence, and empowerment, these claims introduce a controversial perspective. The situation has prompted discussions about the ethics of influence. Even when intended for guidance, can it cross into coercion or manipulation? Hollywood insiders note that how Oprah responds, publicly or privately, could impact her legacy and influence within the industry. Beyond the central figures, this revelation has implications for Hollywood as a whole. It exposes the complex web of influence that often exists behind closed doors. Agents, managers, producers, and collaborators are taking notice, evaluating how power and influence can shape careers and public perception. The story underscores the reality that fame is not just about talent or visibility. It's also about navigating networks, alliances, and influence. Fans continue to play a significant role in this evolving narrative. Social media platforms are flooded with reactions, analysis, and debates. Supporters of Taraji emphasize her courage and authenticity, praising her for speaking out and highlighting systemic issues. Meanwhile, those who side with Oprah or Steve Harvey discuss strategy, intention, and the nuances of mentorship. This engagement amplifies the stakes, as public perception can influence media coverage, career opportunities, and even potential collaborations. The ripple effects are already being felt. Hollywood insiders note that studios and production teams are increasingly aware of the power dynamics at play. Decisions about casting, public appearances, and media strategy may now be influenced by the heightened scrutiny surrounding this controversy. For rising stars and established celebrities alike, the situation serves as a reminder that influence and reputation are intertwined. And even indirect involvement in a controversy can have long-term consequences. This revelation also raises important questions about transparency and accountability in Hollywood. How much power should influential figures wield behind the scenes? What boundaries exist between guidance, mentorship, and control? Taraji's experience, as exposed by 50 Cent, serves as a case study in navigating these complex dynamics. It highlights the delicate balance that celebrities must maintain between expressing themselves authentically and managing relationships with powerful industry figures. From a career standpoint, Taraji has options. She could choose to use this controversy to amplify her platform, advocate for more transparency in Hollywood, or address broader systemic issues. Alternatively, she could take a more private approach, resolving conflicts behind closed doors while maintaining her public image. Each approach carries implications for her professional trajectory, audience perception, and personal brand. Steve Harvey's involvement also has broader lessons for other influencers and mediators in entertainment. While his career has been defined by humor, mentorship, and public engagement, this situation underscores the potential risks of acting as a bridge between powerful figures and outspoken talent. Even the most well-intentioned actions can be scrutinized, misinterpreted, or politicized in today's hyper-connected media landscape. Oprah's legacy, too, is under review. Widely celebrated for her influence and ability to uplift others, the allegations challenge perceptions of how her power is exercised behind the scenes. While there is no definitive proof of wrongdoing, the discussion highlights the challenges of navigating influence in a public-facing industry, where intentions, actions, and perceptions intersect in complex ways. The public's reaction remains a driving force. Fans are not only consuming updates, but actively shaping the conversation through comments, analysis, and speculation. Their engagement illustrates the power of social media in modern celebrity culture. It can amplify narratives, hold figures accountable, and even influence the decisions of those involved. In this case, the story is evolving in real time, with every tweet, post, or clip adding layers to the ongoing narrative. Looking ahead, the story is far from over. Taraji's next steps, Steve Harvey's response, and Oprah's approach will determine how this controversy ultimately impacts their careers and reputations. The dynamics of influence, mentorship, and public perception are intertwined, and each move will be analyzed, dissected, and debated by fans and insiders alike. The stakes remain high, and the entertainment world is watching closely. We will wrap up the saga, explore possible outcomes, and provide a clear breakdown of what this revelation means for Hollywood, the key players, and the fans. We'll also look at the potential lessons for rising stars navigating the complex web of influence, power, and reputation in the entertainment industry. As the controversy surrounding 50 Cent's revelations continues to unfold, the focus now shifts to the long-term consequences for Taraji P. Henson, Steve Harvey, and Oprah Winfrey. This saga isn't just about celebrity drama. It offers a rare glimpse into the intricate power dynamics that define Hollywood behind the scenes. Examines the possible outcomes, the wider impact on the industry, and what lessons emerging stars can learn from this high-profile situation. Firstly, Taraji's response is pivotal. She is at a crossroads where her decisions could significantly affect her public image and professional trajectory. If she chooses to confront the allegations head-on, either publicly or through strategic interviews, it could bolster her reputation as a fearless advocate for personal and professional autonomy. This approach may also inspire other actors to speak out against undue influence, setting a precedent in Hollywood for transparency and authenticity. Alternatively, Taraji could opt for a more private resolution, addressing concerns behind closed doors while maintaining her public image. This strategy might preserve relationships within the industry, but risks leaving fans and media speculation unchecked. Either way, her choices will serve as a blueprint for navigating high-stakes interactions with influential figures in entertainment. Steve Harvey's role also carries long-term implications. As a mediator or messenger, his actions will be scrutinized for intent and consequence. Supporters may argue he acted with professionalism and loyalty, while critics might question whether his involvement reinforced systemic power imbalances. Harvey's response, both in media statements and private actions, will shape his reputation as a trusted figure in Hollywood who can either elevate or inadvertently complicate sensitive situations. Oprah Winfrey, as a central figure in this narrative, faces questions about the boundaries of influence. Known for mentorship and shaping careers, the controversy raises broader debates about the ethical limits of guidance and intervention. While her legacy remains monumental, the scrutiny surrounding her alleged involvement highlights how even the most respected figures can be questioned when the lines between advice, influence, and control become blurred. The public fallout has been significant. Social media continues to buzz with speculation, fan debates, and industry analysis. Memes, clips, and opinion threads keep the story alive, demonstrating how digital platforms amplify celebrity narratives and influence public perception. Fans are no longer passive observers. They actively shape discussions, interpret intentions, and even influence potential media coverage. From an industry perspective, this controversy may lead to heightened awareness of power dynamics in Hollywood. Agents, managers, and executives may rethink strategies for client guidance, risk management, and public relations. Emerging actors might learn to navigate relationships with influential figures more carefully, balancing mentorship opportunities with the need for personal autonomy. The story underscores that reputation management in Hollywood extends far beyond public appearances. It involves complex, sometimes hidden negotiations and strategic decisions behind the scenes. Another critical element is the potential influence on collaboration and networking. Allegations like these can shift alliances, reshape relationships, and influence project opportunities. Celebrities, producers, and industry insiders are constantly evaluating how involvement in controversies may affect both immediate and long-term prospects. The saga offers a real-world lesson in the delicate balance of maintaining professional relationships while asserting personal agency. Furthermore, the narrative sheds light on the evolving expectations of audiences. Fans today demand authenticity, transparency, and accountability from celebrities. Taraji's handling of this situation, along with the responses from Steve Harvey and Oprah, will not only influence perceptions of their individual brands but also serve as a case study in audience engagement, public scrutiny, and the intersection of media and personal reputation. In conclusion, the saga of 50 Cent's revelations about Oprah, Steve Harvey, and Taraji is far more than a sensational story. It highlights key lessons about power, influence, reputation, and strategy in Hollywood. Whether it results in public confrontations, private resolutions, or shifts in industry behavior, this situation will resonate as a landmark example of how celebrity influence operates behind the scenes. The decisions made by all parties will echo across social media, fan communities, and professional circles for months to come. The story doesn't end here. It's evolving every day, and you can be part of the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Taraji was unfairly pressured? Or was this standard Hollywood maneuvering? Do you think Steve Harvey's role was innocent guidance or part of a bigger scheme? How do you perceive Oprah's influence in this scenario? Your opinions matter, and every comment adds depth to the ongoing discussion. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest developments in this controversy. By turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know when new insights, interviews, or reactions drop. Every like, share, and comment helps us bring you closer to the truth behind Hollywood's most shocking stories. Share this video with your friends, fellow fans, and social media communities. Let's see what they think about this revelation. The more engagement we have, the more updates, analyses, and breakdowns we can provide. This story isn't just entertainment. It's a lesson in power, strategy, and reputation in one of the world's most competitive industries. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Taraji, Steve Harvey, and Oprah, breaking down every twist, turn, and revelation. From behind-the-scenes maneuvers to public reactions, we'll bring you all the drama, insight, and analysis. Hollywood is watching, and now so are you. Don't miss a single update in this ongoing saga.